Hello YouTube, Dr. Movies here once again bringing you a news that just came out. The new Terminator trailer just came out today. The first trailer, like a teaser, but it was like a minute long. And so let me talk about this movie, this trailer basically. It's not a movie, it's a trailer. Now, if you know, Terminator is one of the best. It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. He basically made his career, basically, from the first one all the way to the he wasn't in the fourth one, made a small cameo in the fourth one, but the first two were made by James Cameron, who directed the first two and starred Arnold Schwarzenegger, and by far in history, they are the best ones. So now they're trying to do a new one. This is basically Terminator 5, but they say it's a sequel, mixing with a reboot, mixing with, I don't know, lots of different things. But let's talk about this trailer. So in the trailer basically shows the future, and apparently they are still fighting the machines. You know, the humans, the Resistance, still fighting Skynet. Skynet, if you don't really watch Terminator, Skynet is the supercomputer that basically took over the world and had their Terminators come. They all silver metal robots. So they decided to just wipe out humanity. So in the trailer, basically, the humans are still fighting them, and you hear John Corbett. He plays Kyle Reese, and he talks to John Connor. John Connor is supposed to be the Resistance leader, and he's telling him, "Listen, man, we need to do something about this. This doesn't look good. So you know what? Send me back in time." So he has to go back in time, basically to the '80s, basically to the very first Terminator, where John Connor's mother, Sarah Connor, was the first target for the first Terminator, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because in the first Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the bad guy. He was the bad robot sent to the past to kill her, so that way she does not give birth to her unborn child, who eventually would be the Resistance to help take out Skynet. So he goes back to the past, and it's all the time travel, of course. So when he gets there, he's in the past, and you see what the original movie was, and you're like, okay, that's awesome, because it's the original movie, and the original movie was pretty good. And of course, the original movie was directed by James Cameron. Now, this director is very different, so I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to do with this whole time travel thing. So basically, he gets there. Kyle Reese gets to the past to try to save Sarah Connor, but then he finds out that Sarah Connor kind of already knows what's going on, and she's already killed the Terminator, who supposedly was sent to kill her. And then you end up seeing a shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger standing with his younger self from the '80s, like really like next to each other, and it just shows different shots of the past and the future. And for what this trailer showed me, it looks like they're trying to erase what happened in the original movies. You know, it's a little confusing, but you know, if you really watch it, you have to really look at it. I personally thought it was okay. I mean, I'm still nervous about the movie because I really don't want them to change anything, because like in if you've seen X-Men Days of Future Past, they went back in time and they basically corrected everything. You know, Wolverine back into the past, and he fixed everything. So basically, X-Men 1, 2, 3, and all the other ones don't exist, and that's okay. Nobody really liked X-Men 3 anyway, but certain events of X-Men 1 and 2 still the same, but kind of changed a little bit. I just hope that doesn't happen here, because Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 are the best ones. 3's okay. 4 has some moments where it's good, and then it's just like whatever. So, you know, I'm kind of curious about how they're going to handle this time travel here. I mean, all the actors in this movie look good. Arnold looks great. You know, he's getting old, but he still shows that he wants to come back, and he kind of needs help, because his last movies weren't doing that well. So maybe going back to his roots, you know, Terminator. He's doing Conan. He's coming back to that. So hopefully that brings him back to the movie business again, back to the star and glory that he used to have. So I'm still nervous. I'm gonna go see it when it comes out next year, and like I said, I just hope it does well, because if Terminator fails again, like the last one did, Terminator 4 Salvation, which starred Christian Bale, then I think Terminator is done, because Terminator is such a classic movie that the first two, especially the first two, were good. The third one had its moments where it was okay, then it got campy, then the fourth one had its moments, but then it got campy. I mean, the money went down, because the box office from the first two went up, 3 kind of went down, and 4 just dropped. I mean, and it still made money overseas, but once if it doesn't make money here in America, then the studios go look back and like, whoa, maybe we should just not make Terminator movies anymore. But who knows? I mean, the movie could be awesome. It could make money. You can go back, bringing Terminator back to the way it was. Maybe they make more. Who knows? I mean, we just gotta wait and see. So I'm gonna give this trailer a 7 for what it is. It looks cool. The action scenes look great. Arnold looks great. The cast looks interesting. I'm just hoping that the story doesn't confuse me too much about what's gonna happen in this movie. So that's what I'm gonna give it, a solid 7 for now. And let's just hope for the movie turns out better than it's supposed to be. So let's see. And always, if you want to see more, click here and enjoy my other videos if you want. I'll be back soon with my Hobbit review and maybe Gods of Exodus when those movies come out. And thank you for watching. Until then, Doctor's in and out.